TikTok with a filter on you, mommy. Look extra pretty today.
My little. I'm out of frame myself.
Yep. Let me push this back so you can get more inquiry. Oh, pay attention.
TikTok a filter, Nick. Come on, TikTok. I'm relying on you.
Filter can do so much and no more. Then you need exercise.
Need exercise. Just need to love my skin. TikTok are the boss.
But I wonder why YouTube don't put a filter on you over here, so.
That's YouTube. I dropped the bomb.
Let me fix it for you.
I dropped the YouTube. I dropped the bomb. Man.
Alright, there you go. Alright, I'm gonna go live on TikTok for you now, Mom.
Still didn't do the promotion.
There you go. Alright, so hi everyone. Welcome to YouTube Live with Claudia Davis. Thanks so much for joining us on this rainy Sunday. It's just been raining on and off, you Mom.
Yeah, but Tony, where's my TikTok filter?
It's gone?
Yeah. I like looking at the filter. Hi, everybody.
All right, so we have Lexi G is the first person. Hi, Lexi G. Shoshana is also on. Hi. Norma says, good evening, peeps. Hi, Norma. And Catrice Solomon, good evening, ladies. KTG is also here. Afternoon, everyone. Hi, ladies. Thanks so much for joining us. Right on time.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming on to live today.
Oh, I missed some persons. So, yeah, I missed Farah. Hi, Farah.
Hi, Farah.
And actually, Norma was here first.
Norma was here first this week. Hi, Norma.
Yeah.
You cracked the code. You know, you cracked the code this week. You managed to crack the code. All right, so TikTokers are gradually jumping in. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Tony, do they get a notification? No, they don't.
Well, maybe those who follow you, maybe they'll get something like YouTube that says Claudia has just gone live.
Okay.
Or maybe they're like the YouTubers who know you're gonna be here at 3 on Sundays because you've been here for like 3 years now. We know we've been doing this since Xander was born, so technically it's almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years. Well, before Xander was born, were we on before? Yeah, man. YouTube Live. I think we were.
We were.
Tony, you need to find a filter on YouTube.
Running breaks your joints. Tight builds them back.
This Tai Chi thing is a pain.
Turn it off, Mom.
Try.
Do the first thing, you just mute the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The phone.
All right. Any questions for Miss Davis?
Yeah, but that's what we're here for now. Questions.
All right.
During the week happening, you want to ask about it,
or you just want to share some,
right? Maybe something happened in your real estate life that you want to share. I got a lot of calls this week about persons who live overseas and their property. Well, they left them grandmother, some of them great grand. They went overseas. They want to find out where the lands are. They don't have any property tax paper. Of course, great they have died. Everybody has died. Persons actually live on the land who are supposedly cousins. Some of you will not be able to get back those lands. That's the truth. Because the 12-year limitation would have expired. So the persons who live on the property more than 12 years will have more rights than you.
Okay.
And then what makes it even worse is that your name is not even on the title or the tax paper or anything like that. So some of them came with like their great grandmother's name was actually on the tax roll.
Okay.
But cousins and in-laws and all kind of people don't live on the land.
It might be easier to just purchase something new.
They should go ahead and buy something new. We're talking about Holy Balanto, 50 acre, 100 acres, some serious acreages.
I know, but the
Guys.
battle to go and sort out the titling, and then if you're getting repossessed, like to sort that out too.
Repossessed? I mean repossessed. On the bank repossessed.
Not repossessed. What's the disposed? What's the word?
Dispossessed? You mean the
Dispossessed.
adverse possession?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's on the land more than 12 years. Adverse possession, guys. You run the risk of being adverse possessed. Those of you who went overseas and you leave and you never look back and you're gone, and you say you're not coming back to Jamaica, you say, oh, you even cuss out Jamaica. But nobody expected you to come back, really.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody expects you to come back. So they move on to the land, take it. I want to say them capture it. Them live on it, keep and care, build them house, fence it, goat, cow, all kind of things, raising their families. Remember, the law here is 12 years undisturbed, meaning you never get a notice. There wasn't charging no rent, so you can't claim to the people who you rent. You didn't try in any way to get them off the land. So 12 years undisturbed would be that's a uphill battle. So guys, remember to share the live. Invite more friends to come on today. Remember to comment, tap, give some hearts, some loves, all of that.
You have some comments on YouTube.
All right, go ahead. Live, TikTok live. Remember, you can put in your questions too. I'll monitor that.
Norma said I made it. Yes, you did.
Yes.
And Lauren says since little after Xander was born.
Oh, that's when you came on live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I do have a photo with him like very small in my hand. Hope Lynch says, hello ladies, I love to sit with you on Sundays. Reading on Boot expanding in Draxall. It's so amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah. I listened to I was invited, so I did not attend, but someone started circulating it was a TikTok. I don't remember.
Was it a press launch?
The press launch. But I don't remember which platform it was on. But I listened to the whole thing. It's gonna be a pretty impressive development. So they're going to be right across the street
from where they are now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So across the street, that land belongs to them. So they're the policemen always that land I know well. Look at the policemen always they're parking up ready to ticket you for speeding. So they're gonna have an overhead bridge as well from one end to the next, a pedestrian bridge, which we could use those bridges right along the stretch. So let's hope the government of Jamaica and the dual carriageway those bridges right across the stretch.
I do see people trying to cross
at all the major intersections or persons would cross, they should be there. Or even the stoplights. Where the stoplights are, you should have a pedestrian bridge to take the pedestrians over. So,
but they're gonna do that, and then police is gonna give us ticket for jaywalking.
Police will get people ticket for jaywalking in Jamaica.
They don't?
No, they don't.
But what if we don't use the bridge?
Told me, police focus on motorists who have money. People walk across, people didn't have the money. What about the money? What, bus fare?
I don't know. I feel like these new set of policemen are very by the book. So if there's a rule in there that can be broken by a pedestrian, they're gonna find it.
If them can write the ticket.
Yes.
Because I think them have a quota to write tickets. There must be some incentive to write tickets. They're just too gung-ho to write these tickets.
I know, right?
You know, and they're not writing tickets anymore anyway. They're punching in the ticket fly out.
No, I've never got that ticket so fast. You don't even have time to make conversation with the policeman. From Hania slip.
Yeah. So, the government of Jamaica, I guess, rolled that out as a tax measure. I think, I don't know if it's supposed to be a traffic measure, guys. In other words, don't speed. The speeding kills. Don't overtake when you're not supposed to. Don't wear your seatbelt. All of these rules are there to govern the road. But the dual side of it is that the tickets are actually a tax collection, right? So that's the dual side of it. For that purpose, I don't really think the ticket fines deter those motorists who are going to break the law. I've been in lines and I see them on the soft shoulder. They move or take you all about. You name it, especially you taxi men, you don't need to stop it.
Speaking of taxi men, I saw one of our clients. He now runs the downtown to Papine Road. So he ended up picking me up this week.
Okay, good.
And I was like, but you, because I've driven with him before he took up taxi work, right? And I'm like, you're driving different, man. He says, boy, Tony, when you sign up for taxi work, you have to learn taxi driving too. Or you're just not going to make it in the field.
You're not going to make it. I was in one too going up, them grown me because of my license plate. I was in one going up onto east, that road from, thank God it's Friday, going towards Barbican.
King's House Road?
Yeah, that's what name. East King's Road. I said traffic tight, jam. So boy, you see my guy just time it, traffic stop. Him don't wait till it's stationary. When it start move, just time it, man, and him just shut out. And him just bounce back in for somebody and him time it again, man. In no time I was where I was going.
But it's not even them. The JUTC drivers do it too. Because I was in JUTC bus one evening and the man do road, and the little old lady came up, so she went up to the driver's part and she tapped him on the shoulder and said, but driver, why are you doing the road, sir? Their work already. I mean, everybody in blow out of the way. And if, trust me, if there's an inch between you and the next driver, it blow you. It was hilarious drive.
So the little old lady ever tell him say their work already?
Yeah.
Him don't know say their work.
Yeah, the best pizza.
All right, guys. Remember to share the like, share the YouTube, so that the other persons can come on. If you have a hilarious story with these taxi men and bus drivers, let us know. But part of it though is indiscipline on the road, not wanting to wait until somebody, positions themselves properly or even cross the road, and just be nice now, guys, when you're on and be patient.
Wait, I don't know, because I was in another one and taxi again, and someone was giving way, so people can come out on a short road, and he literally drove around, and he was like, "Ya fool, where I get so much way?" I was like, I mean, and there's traffic in front of us, so the person stopping to let them out is not causing any real traffic.
Issue. Yeah. Yeah, fool. Let us
I don't know.
Drivers, come on.
I
understand, but I know you have to get to the next passenger. It's all about making money, I know, but try to do it safely, right? And not discourteous. Try and be nice on the road. I notice them nice to each other though.
Yeah, they give each other away.
Give each other away, but the rest of it suffer.
I didn't care how one of them weaving and bobbing. One is gonna let him in.
Yeah, man, let him in. Especially our work producer, them love jump the light. One gonna let him in.
One always gonna let him in.
Them, as him say, you have to learn to drive taxi. You have to learn the taxi driving.
Yeah,
as them say.
You have to learn it.
But
and the code too.
The code, but you need some discipline, guys.
So we have a question, Mom. Maxine says, Miss D, which septic tank you think is better, the double plastic black ones or the concrete double one? What's a concrete double one?
What is a concrete double? You mean make out a concrete? That's what you mean? Make out a concrete. Well, the concrete one should last years upon years upon years, for sure. The plastic one is just cheaper. So it just depends on your budget and the space. The plastic one take up less space. Right? But the plastic one take up way less space. The concrete. Double one is more durable for sure. It's concrete you're talking about, so it's way more durable. But it just depends on your budget and how long you want to have the problem. As I tell my daughter, I say, listen, guys, when you see me doing any construct, don't bother talk to me about, oh, mom, that door is not going to last long. Mom, you put that in now, it's that pipe is not going to go more, we want delta, we want these things, it's not going to last long. I don't need it for last long. I just need it for last.
No,
for me. I don't need it for last long. It's going to be somebody else's problem, not mine, right? So it just depends on, you're going to live in the house forever, you think? Forever and forever. Hi, Rashawn. Hi, how you doing? You're going to live in the house forever. Say hi to me, guys. I see First Lady Media. She said hi. Oops. I still don't know how to use this thing,
But you had 5 days to practice. What happened?
Who else said hi to me? Hey, let me tell you, man. The TikTok have body. TikTok have so much things. Thank you for the love, guys. Thank you so much for the loves. Remember to send it on so that the persons can join. Madge Pattison says hi. Hi, Madge. I say Tashia Tash. Hi, Tash. Melu. Hi. Say hi to me. Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. Who else?
Claudia on YouTube says, thank you, Miss Claudia, for calling out the taxi on their reckless driving behavior.
Yeah, man, them bad like yours, man. As she told me, said them look like them go on taxi school, but there really needs to be a taxi school though, guys. The Jamaican government, before you give those license, those men need to go to school to learn how to drive, how to be courteous, manageable, and how to dress.
So I was in a taxi, man. I have so many taxi stories. And the police pull over the driver and give him a ticket for not being in uniform on a Saturday. And him said, Jaja, always wear my uniform, always wear my uniform, but the one day the lady not wash clothes on time, I get a ticket.
So
police like, so now you're gonna learn to do laundry. I get a ticket same way.
Police are easy.
So funny.
Should have just said, no, you're gonna make sure it's washed, right? Oh my gosh, oh Rashawn, yeah, I see you now, Rashawn. I see you.
Someone's asking if you have anywhere for rent.
What we have for rent? Oh, we have a little apartment for rent, 85,000. Deanery, what's the room?
Georgiana Close.
Georgiana Close off Deanery Road.
Yeah.
It's a 1-bedroom. If you go, it's on the TikTok, right?
I think so. I'll check. I can't remember.
It should be somewhere. We upload it already.
I think YouTube, I think Facebook and Instagram got it. I'll check.
So we have that for rent, 85,000. 1-bedroom, proper bedroom, proper living room, kitchenette in the living room, proper bathroom. Upstairs though. It's on the first floor.
Maxine says, I was over TikTok watching you. I prefer watching you on YouTube. I get to see both of you. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, you're here. Una see her on TikTok as she did. She's usually behind the camera on TikTok.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I love TikTok still. I'm not telling a lie. I'm actually learning it, guys. So I have gone into TikTok still, and I'm now going through step by. I not do like so know where there's a post on this thing and I learn it. Me have to learn it. Don't. That's how I train myself. So I'm learning it. I've also found a course, a lady about my age, Tonya, teaching the TikTok.
Teaching TikTok.
Yeah, man. Teaching, I forget her name. Trying to remember her name. Don't remember. But the teaching me the TikTok. Very nice lady.
Oh, Cheryl is on. Good afternoon, ladies. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, today was the CIBC Purple Run. I went and Sharika joined me.
Sharika, do you know? As I say, I can't wait till you guys launch your 5K at Riverstead in Discovery Bay, guys. And launch one also at Norwich in Portland. A lot of 5Ks, do they?
No, there's a one small one I think that's kept there.
Oh,
no, they don't get a lot.
Don't get a lot because them not have a big organizer and them not have to look pretty like we.
But entire Portland is pretty, so
no,
like anywhere you walk in Portland is nice.
Yeah, but we don't want people to run up and down for road. Our development will be so nice, so nice. You're gonna enjoy it. So for the Ecostada Riverstead, I want it to be like the trial where you're actually running in the community. That's beautiful. You can look for nice things, guys.
Yeah.
Right? And you can see the beautiful scenery, the sea view, the mountain view, and so on. So looking forward to that. So we can get that move. The 5K is a
yes. Yes, and Tony, walk leave me again. But you were pretty good this time. You're only like, I think, 10 minutes behind my time this time.
No worries. We'll get your woman road there.
Yeah.
Just determination. I find that it's not the hair, it's the snail who do it.
Mm-hmm. And
stamina and what we call them? The tortoise, the turtle, or tortoise.
Mm-hmm, tortoise.
Yeah. Who do it?
Yeah, you get there, Sharika. Because I think she's just Sharika's maybe third
5K.
Right, and I walk every day, so I've built up a little bit more stamina to get through it.
Yeah, Tony, I walk go to work now. Mm-hmm. Oh, not me. So, you have any questions yet? Ladies and gentlemen, give us the questions. Money, finance, real estate, anything. Those of you who allowing persons to take your property, you can try under Geoland to see if you can get it back, get the title. Those of you with title, you're in possession, without title, but you're in possession, you're paying the property taxes, you have your proper family live on the land, you can try now to get the title. That's key. Get the title, right? And sit down on the 100-acre land. So come on, man. You do one subdivision on the rich, One subdivision is all you need.
Cheryl says, I'm so jealous. Lovely picture of both of you. I did a 15K walk in the park, but really would love to do a 5K with you one of these days. Yes, Cheryl, we have to make it a goal.
15K?
Yeah, that's some serious walking.
How much miles that, Cheryl? That's some serious walk. Tell us in miles for those of us who old and don't know. Okay.
Cheryl, there's I think 4 more walks before the year finishes, and then we have the reggae marathon first week in December, I think it is, which is the final one for Jamaica.
Thank you for the hearts, everybody. Thank you for the hearts and the loves and the kisses. So which one is coming up next though?
Pink Run, which is for breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the last week in October here.
And you remember what coming up?
Yes, so there is the Pirate Run, which is the one.
Pirate Run?
Yeah.
Port Royal?
Yeah, it's for Port Royal, but I don't think the walk itself is in Port Royal. But it benefits Port Royal.
Oh, they should do it on that stretch, man.
Right, so that one is coming up. CB's Run is coming up, and King Run is coming up as well.
And Riverstead and Ecosted is coming up.
Yes.
Ecosted and Riverstead. Riverstead and Ecosted. Ecosted and Riverstead coming up.
So we have a question here. Tiana wants to know if I just saw the question.
Any new project? Looking forward to? Or 1A Lancewood good for Airbnb?
There's a question. Tiana wants to know if Lancewood Meadows is good for Airbnb.
Should be. I don't see why not. Not far from Ocherios. It's a gated. You go through exchange, which everybody is familiar with. Lots of activities on that exchange road as well. I don't see why not. You come down about a 10 minutes drive to Ochi. It should be. You're up in the hills, so as long as you manage your guests properly, you may want to offer picking them up and getting them to the location. But it should be. Some parts of Lancewood Meadows are view too. So if you have a view lot, it should be. I don't see why not.
You have some persons telling you hi.
Oh, hi. Edward, oh, this this Everton. Hi, Everton. How you do? This is Everton, and guess Gaza girl Slimmers. Hi, Gaza girl Slimmers.
Norma is asking if there's any new project, and Read and Play says she's looking forward to Riverstead 5K.
Yeah, man. There are hardly any 5Ks on North Coast.
Well, they are, but they're in Montego Bay.
They're in Montego Bay, so not in St. Anne, so to speak.
No.
So you know we have to make it a big fanfare. I forget everybody, Tony, the Prime Minister, the Mayor, all the big.
Well, he was doing a lot of campaigning, so maybe start back walking soon.
Who?
Minister. He does 5Ks.
He does 5Ks, yeah. But he's pretty fit. Can't walk a 5K, I'm pretty fit.
My thing is that his bodyguards have to walk it with him. So you imagine, like, if they're not into 5Ks.
Well, I guess those bodyguards would be chosen to bodyguard the start of 5K. Can't even walk 1 foot.
No, like, obviously you're fit because your role is bodyguard, right? But imagine, like, if you're not into so much walking.
No, but if you're bodyguard, the Prime Minister, you have to be, because everywhere he is, you have to be there.
Yeah.
So even if he's training or anything at all, you have to be there. Mm-hmm. I don't even think you can't sleep.
I know, your job is pretty much to mirror his activities.
Yeah. So those bodyguard jobs are rough jobs, just like the Prime Ministers would imagine, more inside. Paying close attention to detail,
So, and still trying to be invisible.
Yeah. And in new projects, there's Hosanna coming up in
St. Anne?
St. Anne, Oceanside. I'm trying to remember. Beachertown. Hosanna.
We need to go and see it when you're mobile again.
Next week. But I have the information. You can ask me, Norma. It's, oh my God, that's a price. 30 something. Coming out at 30 something million, I think, for the 2 beds.
Okay.
So that's new.
Cheryl says, yes, walk every day too. It's a great way to reset your day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, Ika said, coming up now to closer to the goal of opening up. Our website will soon be ready, so you'll soon see me release that. The map is already ready. But we're still waiting on this go ahead. But we're getting there, right? We're getting there. So we're walking. Just like the 5K, we're getting there.
Cheryl says it's 15,000 steps. Oh, it's not 15,000 miles.
No, she said 15K steps. Not that much. What's that?
It's like walking, when they say you walk 10,000 steps a day. It's not that much.
Oh, so it's not a 5K, 15K.
No, it's not a 15 kilometer. It's 15,000 steps.
Oh,
yeah. That's not too bad for sure. All right, question. George says, how long does it take for the disbursement of titles on a subdivision after the developer has put in water and road?
That would be titles office, maybe 2 months.
So he has to submit it first.
He must submit it first. So he has to meet the standard of the road, the water, not JPS so much, but definitely the drains, sidewalks and curb walk. Asphalting, maybe not up to standard, but definitely up to drivable standard on the road. So he would have compacted the road with marl and whatever, put in the curb wall, the gutter system, the drains, NWC water supply lines would have gone in, and then he can apply for the title. He can get title before asphalts the road and before JPS actually puts down the poles. Because funny enough, JPS is not considered a very essential service, but water is. You would have thought it. In this modern world now.
No, I get it. When JPS is out, I actually do enjoy my day a little bit better.
Why?
Because everything I do is connected to electricity.
To GPS.
Yeah, so I always have to be on a computer. I always have to be on the internet. So like when it's out, I'm like, oh, I can actually take a break.
Yeah, you kind of slide down and chill. Maybe not even look at your phone, but just dream.
I know, like my coworker who like went at the office. She's like, "Light need to come back. I have so much work to do." And I was like, "Girl, relax. Like, we can do work tomorrow." No, she was just really stressed over not being able to accomplish her to-do list.
Yeah, and the light was gone for like 2 hours, I think, the day.
No, it was 2 hours. We went to work for 8, and by 10 o'clock the light was gone.
I came back when?
It didn't come back at 5, but it's still no light.
Yeah, that would I really tick off anybody.
We just sat and talked, like just
chill. Sometimes you need a downtime.
Yeah.
But what I believe in is rolling with the flow. Go with the flow.
Yeah.
This too shall pass. Don't let it agitate you or anything.
I
Just
know.
relax.
All I did that day was just some paper filing that I had piled up, and I just got through it because that's all I could do without the electricity.
So they need to take off electricity more often. Keep your filing up to date.
Oh, okay. So Norma says, I was jealous seeing you guys doing the walk. Not sure I would have the stamina. Norma, work on it, because we watch their award ceremonies, and trust me, there are some 70-year-olds and some 60-year-olds with some serious under 20 minutes times. And I'm like, it just took me 50 minutes. How did you do it in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
No, but they're fit.
It took you 50 minutes.
Yeah,
and they're doing it in what?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So why not look for them in the race and walk behind them?
First of all, they're at the front because they're like some serious walkers,
Yeah.
And they have a walking technique. They're not just walking like me and you. They have some serious foot movement and hand movement and
that momentum.
Yeah, you can't keep up with them. Not even if you're jogging.
But everything is training, right?
Yeah.
And everything is a coach.
Yeah.
It's about a coach. It's about training. It's about discipline. So if you want to do something well, really well, whatever it is, you have to get a coach.
Yeah, like the guy who won today's race, he did it in 15 minutes. And the guys behind him were 16 and 17 minutes. And I'll tell you, the world record is 12 minutes, like 12 seconds. So he's not far off. His timing
he has
is
a coach?
I don't know if he has a coach, but his timing is really good.
Yeah, if you want to do something well, you need a coach. The coach, the discipline, because the coach come with the techniques and the systems. You have to bring the discipline now with it, and you should excel. Plus, you need something else. So I was having that discussion day before yesterday in our group. So I have to say, oh, you can be anything you want to be, man. You can be a doctor, a pilot, an Indian, a chief. You can be anything you want to be. I really don't believe that. Come with something else.
What, a talent?
You have to come with it. You have to come born with certain things already in you. So certain things that take high level skill, like Bolt and Shelley, and being able to run down the track at that kind of speed, right? A little boy I was watching the other day on some America's Got Talent, who was playing the drum at 5 years old. Another little child I was watching who could do some serious mathematics at 5 years old. And he was doing this from he was a baby at 2 years old. He could add, subtract, multiply, and divide already, right? You have to come with to work to be able to perform at that high level. Because remember, it takes different skills. It's a different skill set it's gonna take to become a doctor, a nurse, a pilot, a construction worker, like a plumber, and so on. Like, for me, the worst part of plumbing is sewage. When you have to deal with sewage lines and anything to do with sewage, worst absolute part of plumbing for me. Serious. I don't like it. So you have to come with a certain skill set. Like a doctor needs to be able to cut into a body. Some persons can't look on a body, even though them dead, and cut them. They can't do it, right? I've seen medical students fail at that point. They fail and have to go home. When them get the dead body to cut, to dissect, they can't do it.
But they should have tested with that first, man.
Well, you don't know. You think so it's just study the book and you're all over.
I know, but they should have tested with that first.
I flunked out of radiography because when I went to KPH, the first person I got to x-ray was a man with gunshot wound all over his body.
He had more than one gunshot wound.
Yes. He's literally a dead man and put on the table for my x-ray.
He was in pain.
Tony, you hear me say the man, the man in a pain on my x-ray. He have gunshot wound. But me I said them sedate. Because them are going to try now to save him, right? Get rid of the gunshots and I can't even know them there. But me I tell you say, and that is what make I didn't continue with radiography. Because I know, I said, listen, in the first place, hospitals depress me. Seriously. You want me depressed? Put me in a hospital setting for 1 day and see what happens. I'm down.
Why do hospitals depress
They
you?
depress me, which is why I don't run to visit nobody in no hospital. And if you notice, when Rachel and baby, I go there 1 day, look at Xander, look at Zayna, and that's it. I'm not going back. I'm done. Because I just muscle up myself for that day. And after that, no.
Can't wait till the baby come home too.
Yeah, wait till the kid come home. No, I'm more doing it for Rachel than the kid. Or for you than the kid, you know? But
wait, you didn't come see me in the hospital?
No, because you don't need me in the hospital. But you have no, when you just have a baby is a different thing, you know. Remember postpartum depression, all kind of things can set in, right? True. It's different when you just have a baby. But you can't do everything. So you need a coach, yes. The coach come with the system to know how to experience and all of that. Need you going to come with some things. You have to come with some discipline. You have to come with the why you want to do this. You have to come with the willpower, the willingness, the drive to want to do it. And better come with some talent and skill. Come with something where you're born with. Right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, don't take a kid but come to play the violin and put it on a drum set. Mm-hmm. If the kid comes to play the violin, right? There's a difference. So, you have to come with that as well.
Cheryl says, took me 2 hours. I need to lessen the time. One thing that increased my speed, Cheryl, is that on the phone, so it has like a Google Fit, it has a timed beat. So instead of you walking at your own pace, you turn on the time beat and you walk in step with the beat. It automatically, because you're walking in step with the beat, it automatically increases your time. Even if you only do it for like 10 minutes or so, that 10 minutes you're moving just a little bit faster.
Oh.
Right. Nads wants to know, hello, is Newport in Manchester a good area? And is there rental potential in that area? Do you know?
Okay, so funny you should ask me that. So I had gone to Newport for the very same reason of rentals. Found a 1 acre, cut it up into 4/4 acres. So yeah, man, I'm gonna do some rental now. So the Northern Caribbean University is down the road, as you know, maybe a 15 minutes drive, Tony would say, or 20 port. Plus I understand that there's a heart school there too, but I don't know how the heart school would give you for the rental. The Newport, so I never forward with the Newport, or well, close actually, because Mandeville wants you to build big spaces. So those bedrooms have to be like 12 by 12, big bathroom, big. It's not like Portmore and St. Andrew where the bathrooms are so can be small. Even Spanish Town, bathrooms smaller, bedrooms can be smaller. They want you to give this big footprint, and the rent is a country rent, really seriously. A 2-bedroom is like 30,000 a month. That's just not cutting it. Not when you spend how much millions to build that house. So if you spend 30 million to build a 30 million can get how much square foot? 2,000 square foot. Probably a 4, 5, 6 bedroom. You rent each. You rent, say you could split it in a 2 bedroom with living room and so. Each of those units are gonna be 30,000. That's 90,000. And you spend 30 million. How long it take you to get back the money? Somebody do the maths. 30 million divided by 90,000. How many months does it take for you to get back the money? And then a 30 million mortgage. 30 million mortgage is like three is like 150, 300,000 Jamaican, 300,000 Jamaican, and you only collect 90,000 a month. So it don't make sense. It never made sense to me. So I actually sold the lots and pull out. But Mandeville can be good for subdivision. So if you find a piece of land like I did, an acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, a whole 10 acre, whatever, you can subdivide. Person still ask me for land in Mandeville. But we pulled out a Mandeville. We don't even sell in Mandeville again, right? No. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you.
Answer that question.
Can I get your number, please, so I can call? 292-6776. Don't call me now, though.
And scroll, so you might have some more. It says you have 99 messages, but
What?
well, it's not actual messages, just maybe people joining and stuff. So just scroll through. All right. Rude Boy says, "Good day, ladies."
Hi, user.
And Laura says, "Claudia, how do you apply shortcoat? Put on a raw wall, or do you have to apply it to a rendered wall?"
You apply it to a rough cast wall. The wall rendered already. Well, yeah, you use short white. Inside, short coat.
So when do you use shortcoat?
Painters use it because the wall rough. Right, the man never render the wall properly.
So so you can use either way.
Yeah, if the wall not render properly, you can't use a short coat now to smooth it out, right? If it's rendered properly, you don't need short coats, really. Unless you paint a very particular one, like my paint. Bones. Where's Bones? Bones is here today. Lord, Bones is D. I need short coat. I can't work with this. Yeah, work with this. So the short coat is great though, guys. It smooths out the wall. So you can use it. You use more though if the wall rough float or rough. You use more. And if it's rough, you're gonna use a gray first.
Okay.
Because the white one is like plaster.
Rude Boy says, "I ride my bicycle to work every day, so I admire you for walking to work." Oh, Rude Boy,
you ride a bicycle? That's scary. Hope it's not Jamaica.
Saying that, from where I live to work, it's 3.5 kilometers, and then I do it going and then in the reverse. But there is a man, when I'm walking to work, he is going to work as well in the reverse. So I pass him like routine every morning.
Oh,
and he's riding a bicycle.
Going to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's not a young man either.
Yeah.
But I admire him for being so fit. I had to meet some grill men. What do you call those? Welders. Right.
Yeah,
and
grill.
And they rode bicycles to come and see me. Yeah. And that road is a hill.
Wow. You sure never push the bicycle up the hill?
Maybe they push the bicycle up the hill, but just still having the stamina to do that long stretch.
Yeah.
It's
Hi Chin. Hi Cassie. Hi, thank you for coming on, guys. Shanice, thank you for coming on. Remember to share the like so that other persons can come on. We're talking about money, finance, and real estate.
And some construction. Yvonne T says, "Good day, ladies." Hi, Yvonne.
Hi, Buju. If you have a question, ask it now about money, finance, real estate. Remember, I'm here to answer questions. So if you see me with some this week too, we put out a Waterford this week, right? What else? Was it done with that?
Yeah, I think so.
was only one of you put out this week. So which we showed that on Saturday. You got any offers yet?
Yeah.
All right. Before that, I think we had like Morelands or so. So we have offers. So we're getting down into December now. Some persons who didn't buy up in the year, they're gonna push now to get their properties. So if you're one of those persons, you need to get aggressive now and push to get something. Um, the Jamaican real estate market really doesn't stay. The government of Jamaica, they're tourism. Well, they always push tourism. But that Minister Bartlett is on a mission.
You saw the Usain Bolt commercial for it?
No, I didn't see it.
It's really nice.
He's on a mission. So guys, other nations are also, they're getting fly routes, airplane routes to other nations. So as those persons come and see Jamaica, plus because of the blogging, people like me, all the other Instagrammers, the TikTokers, all that, I'm even looking at some teachers with them Jamaican flag in them classroom. And you can't know that they're Jamaican teachers, them say it, them talk it, them walk it.
Mm-hmm. It's a requirement though.
Our culture is really everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everywhere. As it's an African podcast to where she was saying that the youths over there want them, as them get up in a little bit 17, 18, them attack Jamaican patois. Because they're identifying with Jamaica. Right? So, and everybody want to come to Jamaica. Listen, if you were born here in this country, for whatever reason you had to leave, it would be sad if you didn't turn back around and stamp your mark on Jamaica. So you went overseas, you learned some things, you trained, you studied, you gathered the experience and knowledge, everything. Try. See if you can come back here and impart some of that knowledge on us B and C students who are left here. So all the A students gone. I always say that. A students, run go far. That's fine. First world countries, because we needed you to learn something. Government of Jamaica was giving proper scholarships to get people there and back. Something came across me today with Michael Leachin. He was talking to the interview. I don't know the interviewer's name, I only know him. And he saved up some money to go to school overseas. University was studying engineering, and he only had enough money for the first year. He didn't know where he was getting the rest. 1 year he had saved up mostly $600 US, but the course is something like 2,000. And he actually couldn't find the rest. In summer, he could have managed to do work, yard work, all kind of things, and him get that, and him never see him going into the school second year. He said he wrote to everybody at Jamaica who was supposed to get scholarships, but finally he decided to write the Prime Minister of Jamaica, which was the Honorable Hugh Shearer at the time. And he got back a response from Mr. Shearer, who said, when you come back, find yourself back to Jamaica, come and see me. He said he took $400 out of his plane, out of his $600, buy a plane ticket and landed in Jamaica. Went to see the Prime Minister. He said he didn't see the Prime Minister, but he saw somebody in the Prime Minister's office. Sat and so on. He said he got a scholarship for $1,000, something like that. So he was able to pay. He got that for every year he was at school. So he was able to pay for the college, plus send the difference to his family back home. Now, the story, but what he says at the end is what's important. He says he could not turned around and invested in Jamaica, because he says the taxpayers of this country invested in him, because it wasn't the Prime Minister's money he was getting. It was the taxpayers' money he was getting. So when he said that, I say, yeah, he's right. So people like me who went to free primary school, get government scholarship and go high school free too. Also went to university on a scholarship when I was 13. My company gave me a scholarship and I went to university. Also went to the Heart Trust NTA, not once, not twice, not 3, but 4 times free. I went to that school first when I got pregnant with Tonya. So I had Tonya September. When you born again?
Second.
Second. And by the following week, I was in a hard school doing school leavers program. And they were giving me 50, is either 50 cents or $50 a day. I can't remember, but that's on 50 something per day I was getting. And that was what helped me with the baby feeding and paid the lady to take care of Tony and so on. And the final stint I did in there was level 1, 2, and 3, where I did construction.
That's where you did radiography?
No, man.
Oh.
I went to school. I went to UWI to do radiography. But I have been educated in this country. I've been educated by the taxpayers' money. It is not the Hard Trust NTA. It is 7% tax that comes from employers of this country that funds that school. The last, I think I paid $10,000 the first time. I did level 1 and 2 and I paid $5,000. That is not even money. I could literally beg that I don't have to work 5,000 Jamaican dollars or 10,000. When Tony did plumbing, it was the same. $10,000 was it?
Mm-hmm.
And now the government of Jamaica is saying it is free. So those of us who went to school here, we were trained here using taxpayers' money. I believe we have an obligation to give back to this country. Mr. Leachin said it very eloquently. If those of you can go find the podcast, he said it very eloquently. He could not have turned his back and not turn around and come back. Right? His family's here. His Jamaican people, they're here. Me, all my family's here. I don't have a single soul of foreign or in any other country but this country. Right? And I wouldn't have it any other way. So consider this. If you are about to be retired or any such thing, or you believe that, I've worked so long in this country, I think I've gained enough experience, knowledge, and all of that. I have the income now. I can actually come back, do some teaching. Our school system needs help. I think the government of Jamaica should cry out for volunteers in the schools. We have a lot of retired teachers at home in getting their pensions and so on. The government of Jamaica should cry out for assistance in the schools, especially the kinder schools, like Xander School, the 2 to 5 year olds, and the primary schools, the 6 to 12 year olds. And I need assistant teachers in the school.
But not just teaching. I think we need assistant parents. Children need more parents.
Well, put some of the parents who are not working in the schools.
Yeah.
Some of those parents sitting at home. I don't know why the government of Jamaica don't ask for help. Mm-hmm. Volunteerism is strong in this country. That's why we survive. People volunteer to take care of us all the time. Right? So
we all take care of people who don't even need to take care of.
Yeah. So we government of Jamaica, those listening are safe, the airwaves can carry it to them. Ask for the teachers to volunteer back in the schools. Some of those students you have in the university too. I think the final year in their what you call it, teachers ed.
That's what happens for the most part.
Not 6 weeks. They're there for the full year.
It's more. I think it's like 3 months or so.
3 months. That's not enough. They need to be there at least 2 years. That's not enough.
I do think that after you finish the 4 years or the 3 years of your teaching program, you do need to do an apprenticeship for 2 years. Yeah. I strongly believe in that.
Yeah, you need to do an apprenticeship for
where you're not managing your own class, but you're assisting to manage another class.
Yes, I think so. Just like the doctors and the lawyers and so on who have to go and sit with a mentor.
And you're doing the things, the regular teachers, they're teaching, but you're helping with the person who is struggling to understand the teacher. You're helping them. I think students need that extra parent.
Yeah, that extra support.
Yeah.
Okay, went off on a tangent.
Oh yeah, we have some questions. Zane and Kerry.
Hold on. Maxu says hi. Hi, Maxwell. Morgan says hi. Kid joined. Thank you. Hi, kids. Tara Bless says hi. Thank you, everybody.
Zane and Kerry says, A parent is 60 years old and still contribute to NHT. Is it a good idea to add her to a title owned by a child? Her benefit is about 2 million. And
Hold on. Let's read it over.
a parent
Yeah.
is 6 years old
Mm-hmm.
and still contribute to the NHT.
Mm-hmm.
Is her to a title owned by a child? Her benefit is about 2 million.
So what you want the 2 million to do? Because it's a 2 million you want. Why are you telling me about 2 million? What you need 2 million to do, really?
There's a follow up that says and more land for sale, like the one in Ocherios. Not sure about
Not
that
sure.
question.
But I got an NHT letter yesterday. That person was 65,000. She's getting 2.9. 65,000. Gonna be paid back 5 years. Because NHT stops at age 70. So the person I've already. So this parent is just 60. So she 10 year. Her salary is low though, because she's only qualified for 2 million, it looks like, right?
Mhm.
So what do you need a 2 million for? Remember, under 7 plus, you can get 5 more million tomorrow on your own. Just depends on what you want it to do. So what you need the 2 million for?
Or maybe just access to lower interest rate, because this might be zero, don't it?
And it sounds to me if she can only get 2 million, she might be able to get a grant. Did they offer a grant of 3 million? Because if they offered a grant at 3 million plus a 2 million, that's 5 million. If you have parent assist, not parent assist.
There's something called child assist.
No, you have 7 plus. Something named 7 plus. If you have the loan with NHT more than 7 years, you can get another loan 5 million. So you can get that loan for 5 million. So that 2 million that you want, is it that you want to do some improvement on your house and so? What is it that you need it for?
Because they might be able to go another route. If mom is qualified for the grant 3 plus you're already getting 2 actual loan and
That's
the child
fine.
get 5.
No. She can merge. So this child can also take a loan with her mother's grant plus the 2 million and buy another property.
But the property has to be under a certain price.
Has to be
get
under
the grant.
9 million, something like that. Or 9 or 10. It has to be under 1 million. Check in with the NHT. But 2 million doesn't sound like 2 million doesn't sound like something I would want to borrow. Depends on what you want it for.
Okay.
Maxine is saying. And remember, the other thing is you're gonna pay a transfer tax of 1% to add her name to the title. So if whatever the value of the property is now, so let's just say it value 10, you pay 1% for the transfer tax. So bear that in mind as well. Now you're gonna have to pay that to add the name to the title. Add her name to the title. But are you adding it because you want her to get it if anything should happen to you though? No, but could be that you said 2 million. So obviously you want the 2 million.
Good day. Okay, so Maxine is saying that rent gone up in Mandeville now. And Morgan says, good day, I'm looking 1 acre of land in Mandeville. Anything available?
We'll have to check that. Send us a WhatsApp and we'll check it. How far up the rent gone? How much for a 2-bedroom now in Mandeville? If it's not 100,000, it's not worth it.
Destiny says, good afternoon, ladies. I bought a piece of land, but it has rock. Do you think a topography survey is important?
Have rock? Rock don't mean you need topography. If this is hill and gully, you need topography. Remember, the topo shows the contour lines. So this is 50 meters above sea level here, so it's 30 meters. You can't see me. So here, so it's 50 meters above sea level. Here, so it's 30 meters above sea level. Here, so it's 10 meters above sea level. So if this is sea level down here, so then I know that this is a sloping. And if the road is up here, then I know that this lot slopes down to the sea level, right? It don't mean that the sea is there, but it means above sea level. Sea level is zero, right? So this is a road level and it says this is 20, this is 30, this is 50, then I know that the land is climbing from the road going up. That's why I need a topo to tell you the contours of the land, the hill and valley and so on. That's why I need a topo. You can have real land, but it's the rock flat, so you don't need a topo. Purchase land use drafting services. Yes, I do. But I tend to have the draftsmen that I work with already. And I'm a very miserable person to work with, so you have to be really good. Because if I tell you the bathroom is 5 feet and you give me 4.9, yeah, get it back.
Destiny says, Rude Boy says, I am riding from Brooklyn to Manhattan, 6 miles one way. It's pretty safe. We have bike lanes, loving it. Would never go back to public transportation.
Wow.
63 going on 60. Wow, Rude
Wow,
Boy.
Rude Boy. My gosh. Hey, years ago, I was trying to learn to ride a bicycle.
Oh, you can't ride a bicycle?
No.
What?
I guess I tried to learn it too late. As I tell you now, there are some things that it pass.
How do you not know to ride a bicycle?
Can't ride it. You have to, the scare factor. You have certain things you have to do when you're young.
I know, which is why I'm trying to advocate for my nephews to get bicycles.
I can advocate what you want, walk out there with them for riding a bicycle.
Me?
Well, save up your money and buy it.
Because I think maybe I'm the only one who actually knows how to ride.
Yeah. Save up your money and buy. The only thing I'm buying this Christmas is a drum set. That's it.
Mom, drum set.
Come to that.
Didn't you already buy a keyboard and they have a guitar?
So what?
Drum set is going to make way too much noise.
Why? So what if they make noise? They're kids, am I allowed to make noise?
Really?
Yeah. What do you mean?
But not with a drum set. That's a different level of noise.
You can't turn on a drum. The drum not speaker too. Turn on a drum. Well, at least I don't live without speakers. But when I used to live on Kingston 6, my father, before him threw me out, he used to have to walk down Millsboro every day and walk up every evening. Because even though I'm driving, never carry me go school. But it was a very good lesson. I got to look at all the nice, pretty houses on Millsboro. And there was this one house that they were always playing a drum. These kids were always playing the drum. Guess whose kids those were?
Probably Bob Marley.
No, they were Mike Henry's kids.
Mike Henry?
That's the minister of, what was he, the minister? He's a member of parliament. He was a member of parliament. I think he's retired now.
Mm-hmm.
And those were his boys.
Are they musicians though?
I don't know. Man, them could have blasted drum. But I think the drum allows it to use up a lot of energy. Zandas even need to use some energy, man. It's either that or you buy them a trampoline.
They could also get a bicycle.
And ride where? On the road?
No, in the park.
Well, good luck with that one.
Joe says, am I able to get a house at NHT at 0% or more in case I cannot find all the 5%?
You can get 2% if you find a house that's below 14 million. So it must be below 14 million. You must be earning 30,000 or less per week. So you must be earning 16,000 up to 30,000 per week. The house must be 14 million and under. That way you get 0% interest rate and you also get to pay a 2% deposit.
NHT does 98% financing instead of the standard 95% financing.
Yeah. So if you meet that criteria, yes. The challenge is finding a house 14 million and under. I know, but it's there. Find it. It's there. All right. Somebody I face you with you now, Tony.
What is?
How much for one of the land them in the riverbed you are sell?
Oh, which land we selling in a riverbed?
That was Palmet them I face you with.
What? Bossy Palmet?
You have to be kidding me.
Clearly he's not been out there.
Clearly.
Palmetto is. We have Bossy drain system running through our development and detention ponds, and it has been raining and flooding everywhere in September and October, and not at Palmetto.
Tell him for me now. You think rain and me sweet?
I mean, if it was flooding, there would be so much TikTok and YouTube videos about flooding on St. John's Road, and we have had none of that.
None of that. Because they have no cleared the drains. Why we used to have the flood? Because they never used to clean the drains, Maxwell. So now they have cleaned the drains, takes the water out to behind us, which is Olava Road, the canal, right? Haven't you heard the news also that the government of Jamaica will be fixing that road all the way from Kitsiltown, come all the way back to the bypass? Where have you been? We are going to get proper concrete drains, but we have no earth drains. So we're going to get proper concrete drains, Bossy Road. You will not be able to buy into Palmetto Pines if you don't buy now. Right? You have any more 7 million lot? Them finish yet? Finish. We're now at 8 million and 9.8 million, and those who finish now too. So where you need to come pay us a visit. Roads are, we're coming out to the main. You soon see the boss say how far they reach the guardhouse now. I need to get out there. I haven't been out there maybe 3 weeks.
No, I think they poured it, but I guess they're using the rain to
keep it wet. All right, don't want to drop the deck yet.
Horse Colvat says, hi ladies.
So the price is 8 million, 3,000 square feet of land, which is a house lot. Go to the website, palmettopinesja.com. Click on the map, wait on it to load, hover over any map, any lot. You will see the price, you'll see the size, you'll see the dimensions of the lot. You can also use a color code to know what's available. So what's in blue, am I correct? Blue is available. Under contract is yellow. So I'm gonna add map them under contract.
So green.
Green is available. Oh, blue is under offer, right?
Stop telling me foolishness.
Just I mean, said the first I map them wrong. You know, I'm not changing it. I am not changing my maps.
All right. Horse that I go fat. Say hi, ladies. What did you think about Tropics last year? It was amazing.
It was good, man. It was great. It's one of the best experiences I've had at the
You should definitely go. It's fun. And it's very informative.
Yeah, you should definitely go.
And the girl is beautiful.
Yeah, we have been to when we did an expo, Ecoston and Riverston holding me in Kingston, because we actually went for the whole week, right? So I can't afford to take a whole week off. And even when I was there the week, I was still under pressure with persons wanting to put in offer, want to buy this. Tony, remember? Oh my God.
I know, I still have to be working.
Still have to be working and to be set, getting things from FedEx to sign and all kind of things. So I say, I'm not putting myself under that level of pressure because I'm actually on standby with the engineer for Riversted, standing and actively dealing with Ecosted and the bank.
And you have a couple renovations coming up.
I have a couple renovations. Can't make it this year. Or I would have gone. And my rooms are on the North Coast, so that is just logistics not gonna work for me. Or I actually would have gone though. If you're coming in from Kingston, take the Northern Express. JUTC goes to the grill now. Take one of the buses. That's what I did. I did not drive my vehicle. Couldn't manage it. Just take the bus. Beautiful ride. And take it back to. Beautiful. It was a really good conference. Really good, guys. The entertainment was standout. The education was standout. What else you go there for? Knowledge.
That's education.
What does it go there for? Networking.
Yeah, you meet some.
You meet great friends. People. So I'm gonna tell you who I meet up on my chat now. I met Norma. Norma is here. Gloria is here. No. Norma and Gloria are sisters.
Right.
But Norma is on the chat. Norma said hi to you earlier. Hi Norma. Tell them about Tropics in the chat. And I met so many other persons. I met some of the persons in Riversted now actually met at Tropics.
4 of them.
4 of them.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Good for networking. I saw Patrice Davis sent out her podcast today.
Nice.
Nice. I was watching it. Very nice. Patrice, well done. I need to send her a note in the chat. So we had set up a chat when we were there. So we actually have a chat too of about how much persons we have on the chat. The whole heap on the chat that we met there at Tropics. But I'm putting it on my calendar for next year. Because I really want to go next year. By that time, EcoStead should have been rolling already.
And Riverside will be in wait.
Riverside will be in trying to get approvals, so I should have some space. Let's just start a new business. Anything is possible, guys. But I'm putting it on the calendar. It's a really, and the grill. For the first time I'm going to the grill, that section of the grill like that. Have lots of potential. They're gonna put an airport in Little London. I didn't know that 40% of the tourists who come in Mobile go on to the grill. I didn't know that.
I can see why though. It's beautiful.
It is.
Farah wants to know how much is the cost of rent in Spanish Town area.
So you can take that. Give us some likes, everybody.
I think 1-bedrooms rent anywhere from 50 to 60,000. 1-bedroom apartments, houses.
Singles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 2-bedroom is 45. I guess 3-bedroom would be like 89, 90.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can get 2 bedrooms for less if you're in an older community. So like if you're in Fairview Park, those places,
yeah,
you can get 2 bedrooms for less.
All right, tap the screen, everybody. Tap screen. But Spanish Town opening up now with the call centers. So you definitely have more younger people coming in. They don't need an entire house. They just need their bedroom, bathroom, kitchenette. So the younger generation coming in, they're coming in light. They don't have no body for things like children generation. They don't have no children yet.
Furniture.
Yeah, they move light. So that's another one.
Because they believe in experiences, not possessions. I heard somebody say
and even take a leaf out of them.
It's like only young people will say that they don't want possessions. I mean, yes. When you get to mommy's age, all you think about is your possessions.
Awesome. I want to dump some of them right now. Right now, I dump some of them. I have our living room right now. I have to call a truck. I'm going to say, Tony.
Mommy, when you get older, and this is throughout life, especially with the real estate is a possession, right? Mm-hmm. Those young people only hanging around fully because of the possessions, mommy. I mean, they're not going to hang around if all you're going to share is experiences.
Yeah, or your trunk bed.
Read and Play says, for Riverstead, we need a bike lane to add to the walk run. So walk, run, ride.
A bike lane.
I saw the Hope Gardens put on an advert that says, come ride with us. Apparently, you're supposed to pay a little entry fee, and then you're supposed to bring your family with your bicycles and come and ride around in Hope Gardens. And I thought, oh, that was so cute. And then I was like,
them not have no traffic.
Yeah.
Interesting bike lane, but it might be too much real estate to give up.
Oh, you mean you have to give up probably 6 feet?
Oh, why is a bike lane, rude boy?
And Cheryl says, Miss D, we can't ride a bike either.
Why them age up off a bicycle and broke your foot here, man? Them something that don't make. Maybe if it was a tricycle, the adult tricycle with 2 wheels in the back and 1 in the front, like what I see they use in those Asian countries.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, but you couldn't ride that at Japan, Jamaican road and blow you out that road long time, friend.
True. Fire Youth wants to know, is there a fast track way to qualify NHT if you have never contributed before? NHT is not for fast tracking. It's about discipline and commitment.
Mm-hmm.
they want you to spend the entire year paying that contribution.
Or you can pay it up front and just wait 1 year. We have to wait 1 year. There's no fast track.
No fast track.
You have to just do it.
And 1 year is not that long. I mean, we just had Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, wait, I've seen decorations and I hear Christmas music.
Yeah, it's not that long. But you see, people procrastinate.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere I go, I said, sign up your NHT. Sign up your NHT. Persons are not listening, especially the self-employed. You make government come give 5 million for land, 9 million for house, and you still not register.
Mm-hmm.
You still can't buy a piece of land. Sure, man, come on. So the bike lane are 4 to 6 feet. Jumbo bike lane is one step 4 to 6 feet. My God, I don't think we can give up so much.
Because it into your profits.
Yeah, 4 to 6 feet is a lot, is a frontage of a lot. And then we have to go get 4 to 6 feet right round.
Mm.
Oh, I know what you could do. So in the communal area, the walking paths could be 6 feet.
Okay.
Because we have to put walking paths anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have it as but it have to be a competition. So we could have. So the bike lanes, you're do it in a circle. How are the bike lanes? I'm going to research it.
I think they're straight because they're on regular roads.
No, like within a community. Is it in a circle you're going around? Like stadium, when them ride round and round on the bike track?
Oh, or it's like a walking trail in a community.
That's something I wonder.
Because
we're gonna have to have walkway, right? So what we could do is we have to design it. Because they could bicycle through, but we have to have paths and stuff for the people to walk to the farm, walk to this, walk to that. We could make it wide enough so that you can ride a bicycle too.
Well, if it's a farm, it needs to have some form of width already because you're gonna have maybe small farm vehicles that need to traverse it with the, well, not donkey cart, but things to carry around the food.
Why not donkey cart? No, Jamaica.
Oh, so
donkey cart.
So Cassia says, do banks offer construction loans in Jamaica?
Yes, I do. Jamaica National, all of them take bank loans all the time. CIBC, Jamaica National, yeah, man, they do. You just have to have your QS report, quantity surveyors report, the surveyor's ID, the blueprint already approved, regular things like your title, ID, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Approach for the loan. You get the loan, but you have to have some money in it. So they might say, all right, so I need you to show 10% of work or 20%, which is usually like the foundation, steel up. So bike lane usually follows the sidewalk. Ouch. But you have to concrete the bike lane, right?
You mean asphalted?
You have to asphalt the bike lane, not asphalt. Concrete, man, which asphalt, man. You have to concrete the bike lane. Can't be grass or gravel, right?
No. That's for smooth.
That's for smooth. Wow, I will leave a concrete that. Jesus. But if I can make some money.
Read and Play says, I'd like to do the real estate tour with Tropics. They're going Treasure Beach this year. Treasure Beach is where? St. Elizabeth?
Treasure Beach.
That's St. Elizabeth?
Beach Drive. Yeah. Oh my God. When the highway come, you do that.
Carlene says,
sorry everybody.
You will very soon. I'm putting that in the universe. I need a
grill. I don't think I want to live in the grill though. So before I go venture in the grill, I would have to conquer St. Andrew first. conquer St. Catherine, mainly Spanish Town. So I'm not into Bogwalk and Lacey because of the hill I have to go through Red Hills or the Gorge. So I'm not into Bogwalk and Lacey. Simply because of that. I would have to say that St. Andrew, St. Catherine, mainly Spanish Town and its environs around it. I'd have to conquer St. Anne.
We might conquer it.
Meaning I have to own properties there first. Draxall. Where else I would want to conquer? Maybe Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay, Trelawney, Montego Bay. Before me even reach Desert. And before me gonna grill, me that probably still go.
Hanover.
No, me that go. Me that probably go St. Elizabeth over Negril.
You already conquered St. Elizabeth. You sold it.
Oh yeah. Conquered already. So I don't know. And the grill, you have to be a certain time to live in the grill. Don't want a fast life. You just want seriously. The tourists seem to enjoy it. They like the beach. If you like beach life, yeah, the grill. Lenworth says hi. Hi Lenworth. Vixen. Hi. Remember to share. Give me some love. 2,000 hearts? Give me some more hearts, everybody. Give me some more hearts.
Cheryl says, too old now. Can't break anything at my age.
Neither. Not into that, no. Tap the screen before they disconnect us, guys. Tap the screen. I need to know that we're here. You have to tap the screen. Send some love. Send some likes. Remember to like the video. Share it. What else? Comment. You have a comment too. To ask me a question. You have any more questions on that side?
Zane says, no grant given.
Join my fan club.
No.
I don't even know what is that. Join my fan club.
No grant given to complete a section of the property that is complete. Oh, so okay. So Zane and Kerry needs the money. This is one about adding mommy, who's 60, who's getting the 2 million.
No grant. But you want to complete a section of the property. I think NHD have a loan for that now. Go onto the NHD website. They're giving money now for people who borrow in the past. Was it the past 2 years?
Something like that.
And
didn't finish.
Zane and Kerry. Yeah, man. NHD get that now. You can't get that.
As long as I think your income can carry it. But yeah. Cassius says,
but 2 million can't finish the section of the property that is incomplete. Your mortgage I go high though. But if you need the section and also incomplete and it's for mommy, take it. 2 million. But explore if you can get money to finish it. I think you can.
Cassius says, install chickens. What's that? Chickens along the bike lane so riders dismount at crossings, etc. That's like what, a fence?
No, install chicanes along the bike lane so riders dismount.
We done place it at like Treasure Beach.
I went to Treasure Beach once when I was selling property. Not that impressed with Treasure Beach.
Maybe it's changed.
Where we went to look at the property was like a track, man. Nice house, you know. Underground water tank. This came from overseas and built it. It's a tank under house with pump and everything. Water and done.
The house not cold.
Boy, I don't know. But I was impressed with the layout of the place. I mean, just chaka they didn't have.
What, Treasure Beach on a whole?
No, it's just not. It's like how Kingston and St. Andrew have proper road and sidewalk and everything layout. And a lot of Kingston is layout in grid, right? St. Andrew a little bit have more hills, so we kind of turn and twist and so on. But
But you can't really compare St. Andrew with Kingston with anywhere else in Jamaica.
the North Coast is not so bad. The North Coast is structured. It is structured. Those schemes I've been into, even those up in the hill, they're structured. Them have roads, them have them water supply,
But that's
them have them lights down that side. Well, I know Mandeville, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, most only moorlands we see will have water supply and moorlands have a well. But those other communities, NWC can't supply. Don't know why. Well, I guess Mandeville is on a hill, so NWC would have a challenge because there is no well. So NWC would have to rely on catchment and they're up on a hill. So that's why they have the little challenge, they have to collect all the rainwater. But they could build a dam and collect rainwater, but they don't. Any 9 million house in St. Catherine? Do you have any? What advice would you give to someone in their 20s who want to do what? You ever tell me what you want to do? How are things going with the tiles for Palmetto Pines? Oh, working on it. Remember we have put in the drains, which you're doing now. Tony, how them going with the water supply? You look at that when you went?
I see it, but
You see what?
the big water lines.
They're laying the water lines now.
It's there.
In the scheme. On the road.
It's on the main, the first road.
Oh, it's on the main coming in.
Yeah.
Not connected yet. But they're running the pipes on the roads for the lots.
Yeah.
So we'll soon connect. As soon as we connect, we have to meet the standards first. So we have to connect water supply because we don't want you to come there without water. The parish council, nobody don't want you to come without water. Or you might come without light, but you will get water. You have to have water. I remember the first house I bought in Fairview Park, I was the first one who moved in. There was no light. No light. I pressured them to give me my house. I bought that house in 1989. I pressured them to give me the house because I never live nowhere. Them time I catch down a Black Roses corner down a Maxfield. Those were the good old days. Etonian.
I don't know.
Tony, I was young.
I don't have any negative memories of it. Like my experience was totally different from yours.
Yeah, maybe because you never have the day to day. When Tony and Adam, who carry go school? Punchy carry Tony go school and so, but the kind of rough for we. We pack up our things down there catching because the man run way out to the house because we not pay the increased rent, which is why I end up and buy the place anyway. But
I just remember like it was nice having people around because it was just us.
This was just us before, yeah. So it was good to have people, which was good. And they were a good family.
Yeah.
It's just that where we lived was truly ghetto-ish, but when we get through it.
But you know
I
what?
didn't have any. Wait, I was telling the story. I didn't have any electricity. For 3 months, I didn't have any electricity. I moved in first because I pressured them to give me my house because of where I was living. I wanted to move.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, and we didn't have electricity, but again, talk about community. So the boys, the guys, used to wait on us to come up a taxi at the front. And them used to walk us round to the house.
I don't remember.
You don't remember because it was darkness. Enough time I got a pure frog up on the porch. Mom couldn't deal with the frog then. Mom kill the frog then. But we lived there for 3 months without electricity. And we were good. No challenges. Behind me, I had Winters Park. It was actually Winters Pen. Those of you who know Spanish, so you know Winters Pen. I never have no wall, nothing. Me would meet up on the back line. So me bother Winters Pen. And I tell you, the guys are good. There's this little old lady in the back with her son and everybody. We met to meet everybody. Miss Shirley, everybody. And I remember when the light came and the rest of people came to live. They would have thief people them clothes, them car, all the bulb out of the people them veranda with them not thief, them never see. And they didn't steal anything from us. I guess maybe because the guys I saw in the back, they knew us, we were there with them before everybody. So we kind of became like friends.
Part of the community.
Part of the community.
Part of their community.
Yeah, part of their. I was like part of their community, not the Fairview Park community.
Because technically our house would be the start of the community.
Yeah, I came to the back of our house, so they could walk down the lane and come walk through my yard and gone into Fairview Park. And I would share stuff with them. So like, I'm gonna mark him, call them, give them to me, to this, that, anything at all, I would give them. But funny enough, you have to be part of the community. So that's one of the things that I learned. Be part of the community. You can't excommunicate yourself from a community. The community is what sustains you. Yeah. Was there a question on TikTok?
There was a 20-year-old.
You're 20. She said 20 or 28.
Late 20s.
Late 20s.
Like 28, 29.
Purchase in a property or in general. I think I gave you guys a blueprint last week.
You did.
The week before.
You did.
You know another burning question before I take this one? No. So, no. In life, no matter your age or stage, 2 things you need to get under your belt early. How you're going to feed yourself and how and where you're going to live. Remember, you're human. You cannot live under a tree. So you have to figure out where you're going to live early.
I feel like you can live under a tree though.
Yeah, go on and try it.
I mean, my little man at the bus stop, he's living underneath the bus stop.
He's not living existing. He's alive because he's not dead.
Yeah, but him get 2 full meals a day though.
Yeah, but he's alive because he doesn't even know that he's alive, to be honest.
Him know, man.
So, 2 things. Are you going to feed yourself or you feed yourself? Profession, trade, or skill that you get. So whether you're a hairdresser, dressmaker, nurse, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, irrelevant. Figure out that part. How you going to feed yourself?
The income.
The earlier you figure out that, the better for you. Because why? If you stay in school, get the training that you need. You don't have to be in a big university degree. Get the training. Figure out what skill you can do. So back in the day, I even learned hairdressing. I can curl my own hair, wash my own hair, set my own hair, cream my own hair. Because I had a cousin who had a hairdressing salon. I used to have chill with she in Barbican Square. I was there after school. I was there on Saturdays. And I learned that skill. Figure out what it is that you can do to feed yourself. That's the first thing. And also remember, in feeding yourself in this world as we know it, you have to have an income, right? In this world now, as we know, it's going to be difficult to survive without having an income. So which is why I say you must figure out how you're going to feed yourself and do it early. Now, you must do that by the time you reach age 24, 25. Say it really needs to be earlier than that. Because these days you leave in school at 17, 18. You probably drop into a university or a trade school. You do another 3 years and then you're out. No, I did not go to university or a trade school when I was just out of high school. I did school leavers program with Heart. And then I went on to try and do radiography, drop out at that. And then again, I went into the army. So figure out, the army, I still never get a trade or a skill. So figure out how you are going to feed yourself. What I got in the army was some mindsets and some discipline, those things.
That's what really turned you around?
Yeah, that's what I got. And to know that I can do it. Because army have teach you that can do it attitude. Them say jump the wall, you look on the wall and at 10 foot, but I start complaining. Run to the wall and start jumping. That's how you're going to go over it. If you stand up right just and say I can't do it, never happen, you will never jump the wall. You have to run towards it and start. And in running towards the wall, guess what's going to happen? Somebody will come ski, hold down them hand to you, and I saw you go over the wall. Mm-hmm. But if you're not there the wall, when the man they come up this and scale it, if you the back yourself now wait for you, because you have to get to the next destination. And that is life. Some of you sit around and wait for the prick pitting them, the perfect job. perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. Stage or age game of your life, will there be any such thing as perfection? You're going to marry to a man and you wish to God you never did marry. You have some pitney and wish to God them pitney. Damn, every day you get up and yourself. Them pitney don't have my DNA. Seriously, them not have my DNA. Sometimes my two daughters do some things. I'm saying, Jesus. I mean, if I remind myself, say, Claudia, them won't have half of the DNA. Them only have half of the DNA.
Not only that, though, you need to remember that we are choices you made.
Man, tell me about it. I keep saying it. Well, when there are choices I made. So guess what? You're gonna live with that, right?
Like lady said, boy, I have two foods at home. Talking about her kids.
So we can only laugh about it, but guess what? You say your 20s, your late 20s, from early up in life, when you touch the 18 and the 17, even before that. I learned it before that because my father came here when I was 15. You have to understand everything stop with you. I may talk patois now, so everybody has to get it. I wonder if I have anybody from any country that don't speak patois. Everything starts and ends with you. It don't start with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your boss. It all starts and ends with you. You must understand that you're responsible for yourself. That's the first thing. If you have some children, you're not responsible for them. But you must understand that in the first instance, you are responsible for yourself. Nobody else is responsible for you. You must also understand that the choices that you make, they're all yours. And the consequences of those choices are all yours. You know, you have some persons want to, them walk out the sun, them go down and them butt them foot. Them don't believe say them walk out, them go butt them foot, you know. Them think that somebody else come butt them foot for them. Huh? The choices in life that you make are yours. The consequences are yours. So if we send it to school and you decide to go play dandish on the runnerback, or you're in the class and you're not paying attention to the teacher, so you have no clue. Or when the CXC time come and you only get one subject or none, all of that is on you. Not your parents, not the teacher who teach you. You have to understand it is. Now, remember what I said. Two things you only need to figure out in life. How you're going to feed yourself, where you're going to live. Right? You said you're late 20s. So by now, you should have figured out how to feed yourself. Whatever trade, profession, skill. I didn't know what skill, trade, profession I wanted to do. I just went wherever the creator sent me. Now, some of you, the universe always open up and help you. Not some of us, all of us. It does that. But you must be on a path. So in other words, I've learned in life that if I sit at home and do nothing,
The universe does nothing.
Universe does nothing. Universe forget about me. Because universe has a she not ready yet. She in her bed. But if I get up, so I remember there were times I didn't have any job. And I still get up and go walk up and down. My grand aunt taught me that. And if you read my book, you will hear the stories. My grand aunt Dolly said, Claudia, nothing not in here for you to sit down. Put on your clothes. Fix up your face. Fix up your hair. And I had way more hair than this. Thick hair. Put on your clothes. Fix up your face. Fix up your hair. And go walking on the road. And she was right. In one of those walks, when I brought the corner, she used to live on 19 South Road. That's where I catch with her. After my father threw me out of my box boat, and she may end up with take me in. One of those walks, when I brought the corner Crescent Road, there was Nigel Cook. Nigel and I became very good friends. Nigel lived with his mother, his father, and his sisters. They had a stable home, not unlike me when I was steady. And I would walk around. I'm telling him I have Tony and already too. And she said, leave the baby with me. Walk. Nothing is in here for you to sit down. And she was right. When I brought the corner, him give me an Art Trust NTA form. That was 19. Let me see, Tony and Paul. Which year you born again?
83.
83. I think that was 19. Whichever year they came in. Go look it up.
It's probably still 83.
I don't remember when they came in. But they handed me a form. And three of us went to the orientation. Myself, Munchi, and him. I went school leavers. Munchi and him went into to work in the jobs that they gave.
Barbering, right?
And he went to BC when she went to JPS at the time.
Started in 1982.
Right. So I had Tony in 1983. So I had Tony on at the time. I tell you, and it's them give me the form. Because Heart at that time used to go around into the communities and forms for us to register.
They still do that.
I don't know about that. I don't see them enough in my community. But they used to go around and give
They
the
still
form.
do that.
Them still do it?
Because when I was doing my plumbing course, that's how a lot of the boys came in.
Okay.
They had a mobile bus where you could go, like the bus comes into community and register the students.
All right. So it is on one of those walks that I got that form. I remember I was coming and them passed me. But it's one of those walks and I did it. No, you are responsible for yourself. If you turn left lane and you turn right lane and you go center, any consequence come with it. No, another thing I need to tell you, in life, we all have a 50-50 chance. Just remember, your chance is not 30% and my 70. It's not. We all, every morning that we wake up, we have a 50-50 chance. I can walk out there tomorrow and a car just boom and lick me. Or no car no lick me. 50-50 chance. We all have that. No, you start with a 50-50 chance, but you can improve your odds to 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% of success. But you alone can do that, not your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Because even if I put you in the class, I will put you to do this, I will send you go do that, that everything stop with you. Now I hope you understand that. Now, whether or not, the next part of it now, so we talk about the feed yourself, is to house yourself. A lot of persons come to the realization that they need to house themselves too late. It's too late. They tell you that it's never too late for a shower of rain, but that's such a lie. Sometimes the ass dead already, or the plant too dead already. No water can bring it back. I don't make them tell you foolishness about it never too late for a shower of rain. And in life, you are not to wait on the shower of rain. What are you to do? Somebody on the chat tell me. Do you sit down and wait for the shower of rain? What you need to do before the shower of rain? You all read the Bible. What do you need to do before the shower of rain? There's something that you have to do. Sit down and wait for a shower of rain. By the time that the rain, they fall it all over for you.
You have to plant the tree and put a bucket out.
What you have to do? Tony, and what you tell the people, man? What you tell the people? You have to sow the seed first. You have to sow a seed, some seeds, many seeds. How you sow seeds?
In real estate.
In the we're talking about the second part now, which is
house yourself.
House yourself. How do you start sowing seeds to figure out how do I house myself? Now remember this. Housing yourself in modern society, you can rent, you can own.
You can catch.
Temporarily want to kick you out.
Rubber too.
Alright? But housing yourself, just like feeding yourself, is a permanent problem you're going to have as long as you're alive. As long as you're alive, you're going to have to feed yourself. That is a permanent problem. So you have to find a permanent solution for feeding yourself. which is why I say you have to get your trade, skill, or profession, or your business, or whatever it is you're gonna do to feed yourself, right? So you solve that problem then. It's the same thing with housing yourself. You have to find a permanent solution to a permanent problem. Because as long as you're alive, you're going to have to house yourself, guys. Right? Renting is a temporary solution to a permanent problem. Oh, that's not gonna work.
Or living in family house.
How is that going to work?
I had a client this week who said, I just have to come out of the family. I just have to come out of the family house, told me.
All right, there you go. So she have her why. Now, the only why you need to know that you must house yourself is the fact that you're a human, you're alive, and you have to house yourself. You don't need to talk about children, and you're going to house your children, you're going to house all these people. You don't.
And the king size bed, but the house a king size
bed. The fact of the matter is, you have to house yourself. If you house yourself, your children are housed. But if you don't house yourself, your children cannot be housed. So every time you come to me that, oh, Miss on to buy a house, and my children are asked, do you have a house already for yourself? You said no. Do you have a house already for yourself? No. So, you reach a step for you buy a house for picnic, you don't have a house for yourself. That one then don't make no sense to me. So if you call me and say that to me, know that I'm going to ask you, do you have a house for yourself? All right? I'm going to ask you. Because you really need, as my mom is saying, focus on yourself. You must know how you're going to feed yourself, how you're going to house yourself. In all of this, in even feeding yourself, you know, just get up and feed yourself some. You had to sow some seeds before. You had to sow the seeds of discipline, going to school, getting the knowledge. Those are the seeds that you sow. Because if you never sow a seed at that level, when you come up here, so now you try to feed yourself, the corner go sticky. They're going to get dark on you. You don't have no skills, so you can't be self-employed, not even to yourself. Nobody is even trying to employ you. You can't earn no money, you can't do nothing because you never did pay attention and sow no seeds. Both of them is the same thing. You have to sow the seeds to learn how to feed yourself. And you have to sow seeds to help yourself. Now, let us say you feed yourself. What are the seeds you used to sow to house yourself? Somebody in the chat, tell me.
Monica says you must prepare for the rain, and reading places prepare before. Farah says sow the seed and be patient for it to grow. One rainfall grow a tree.
All right. Hear the wisdom from the YouTubers. Because they have been on here longer than you guys.
That's all these people are book club members.
They're book club members.
Sharika, Farah, they're all book club
members.
All
book club members, right? Oh, another thing I should tell you, Team and TikTok family, is that I have a book club that you can join. So listen out when I come out with the date for the book club, right? You learn a lot in the book club, right? So what are the seeds that you're going to grow? So we said don't wait for the rain.
Discipline of saving.
All right. That's one of the seeds. Discipline of saving. There's a book that we start with in the book club, The Richest Man in Babylon. The first thing it teaches is put 10% of your money aside.
Discipline of only spending on your necessaries.
Hold on. Let's take the first one. So the discipline of saving. Or the discipline of putting the money aside. Maybe for the rainy day. Maybe to buy the house. Maybe because whatever reason. But they call it paying yourself first. You must have the discipline to pay yourself first. Or you end up paying everybody else. So in other words, you got to work for 30 days. You get this money in your bank account. These days it used to be paycheck and you go change it to the bank. I'm laughing because I used to remember the days I would go to the bank, Scotia, New Kingston, and get the money. And you come back and you have a whole heap of envelope in front of you. And you say $10 for that, $20 for that. And the people have never all the credit, you know.
That's funny, Mom.
All the credit, everything where you trust, everybody where you trust and everything. But man, the richest man in Babylon turned me around with that, man.
Get an envelope for yourself.
Envelope for myself. You have an envelope for yourself. So you must know that if you get 100,000 every month, you must put aside how much. Richest man in Babylon's at 10%. But I say, if you want to knock this thing out of the park, your ratio need to be 50%. You need to not spend 50% of your pay. You need to invest 50% of your pay, whether it be in the house, whether it be in a business, whether it be whatever it is. But you need to invest 50% of the earned income. So income that somebody pays earned income. Most of you will probably be doing earned income, right? So you have to understand that that's part of the one seed that you're going to plant. Remember, I say you have to plant many seeds, right? So that's the first one. What's the next one? Richest man in Babylon. Number 2 says what? Who in a book club? Tell me. Tony, you said it earlier. Tony, or you read? You said it earlier now. What is it? Income and expenditure.
Get your bucket.
Income and expenditure. Guys, you're not making it because you're spending more than you're earning. You said you're about late 20s, so you're probably about 28, 29. Add up all the money that you've earned since you've started earning money.
Millionaire.
And you're going to look at it and say, damn, I could have been a millionaire a long time. Right? So
the one says you need strong family support. Never see a homeless Chinese person. They can always live with family if needed.
Right. So that's network. So that is second seed is income and expenditure. Your expenditure can more than your income. At no point, no stage in life can the expenditure be more than the income. When the expenditure look like it have overrun the income to 2 things. Figure out how you can earn more money and reduce some expenditures. Right? Both of them take the same effort. But you have to kind of do both of them together.
At the same time.
At the same time. So one is called consolidating, one is called expanding. So you figure out how you can earn more money and you figure out, which is actually the third step, make a profitable investment. So for those of you who are struggling to buy a property, one, the discipline of saving 10%, 20%, 30% of your income needs to get under your belt. If that savings mean for you that you transfer the 10 or 20% to another bank account that you don't have a debit card for, and that you don't have online and you can't see it, then that's what you have to do, right? Second thing is the income and expenditure. If it means that you have to dump off the Netflix and the this and the flow and the whatever else where you have to pay for, dump it off.
Or just switch it to something more worthwhile.
Dump it off. I don't know about switching what to something more worthwhile.
Like for me, I switched the bus fare to a banana each morning. So I made a profitable investment in my health.
Got you. You hear that?
Yeah, because I was having all those leg cramps and stuff like that. I was low on potassium.
All right. So she switched the bus fare to one banana, $100 now.
$200.
Oh my.
Even though I buy it in the pharmacy, that's why I'm paying a premium. I really need to get the roadside banana.
There's nobody on the road that's a banana.
I do, but I'd have to do an extra step to get to her.
Oh.
She's beyond my office.
Okay. So the second thing is your income and your expenditure. You have to control that. Now, the government of Jamaica love to talk about fiscal space. If you don't have the fiscal space, you can't do certain things.
True.
So if your earning is 200,000 a month, and every month you're 200,000 done before you get the pay, some of you spend your pay in your head. The money not coming in your bank account. Tony, allow me to tell you.
No, I literally know somebody who does
that. Don't spend the pay on the head. The money not reaching the bank account yet, you know. But you know, I say, master, time to get $20. I have to pay the floor bill of $15. And then bill come before your money coming up, right? So in your head space, you have it. You can't spend what you don't have. That's the first thing. And you cannot spend more than what you have. So anyhow, you do that budget tonight, when you come off here and you realize that expenditure
is more than income.
Is more than income. You have to get that corrected, right? You need fiscal space. The third thing was make a profitable investment. Now, what does that mean? Yes, profitable investment can be buying the little piece of house. But that house is only profitable if it have income more than the expenditure.
Not if you live in there. It's a big old expense.
All right.
It's a good expense to have, but it's a big expense.
But here's the thing now. For me in my head, I say to myself, all right, so 50% of my income must be in savings. Or let's remove the word savings and put investments. So what do? I prefer to pay 50% of my income in mortgages. Whether or not the property is rented over this side, irrelevant to me. Because this over here, this 100,000 over here that I'm paying, I am banking money in the building. That's how I look at it. Might be a flawed reasoning. But guess what it does for me? So let us say my mortgage is 100,000. First of all, I have to pay the bank. So the 100,000 gone out of my hand. I can't go a movie, go pay Digicel, Netflix, which other foolish is to spend it on, go on cruise and vacation and Rio and all these things, right? If I do that, it must be over here, so where my other 50% is. So what does it mean? So let's say you're earning 100,000 and 50,000 gone to NHT for your mortgage, and you have 50,000 leave. And this 50,000 can only pay your light bill, your water bill, food, bus fare, school kids and all of that. What that mean? You don't have fiscal space. So what you have to do? Earn more, still keeping your 50%. Because now 50% of 200,000 is 100,000. So you must buy something now too that is 100,000 in mortgage. But now over here, so you have 100,000 to spend, not 50,000. So what I'm saying? Now, what happens to a lot of you? Yes, you get pay increase. Yes, you get job promotions and all these things to bring up your pay. But when your pay reach from 100,000 to 200,000, instead of keeping your ratio of 50% in investment, 50% in spendable income, what do? You move the ratio. So when over here, say you earn 100,000 and 50,000 was going to the mortgage and 50,000 was to spend. When you start earning 100,000, you still pay 50,000 mortgage. But guess what? You're spending 150,000 now.
Move forward.
You can't go beyond because you refuse to keep your ratio, guys. You must keep your ratio. So if you keep a ratio, what it literally means, every time you get a promotion, it's just a new car you must go buy. You must go buy a new piece of real estate. That's what it means. Or it means you invest in what? Somebody tell me the fourth cure upon the richest man in Babylon. So the first one is save 10%. I said save 50. The second one is watch your income and expenditure. So if you're up to 50%, you can't 50% of your rest of your income must be for the expenditure. If you're over the margin there and you're busy I use credit card, you broke like a salmon mouse and you don't have no money. So you need to draw back that ratio, cut up a credit card and fling them away. Because remember, credit cards are loans, they're borrowings, right? And get back to your ratio. That's the only way. Now, the first property that you buy, persons always tend to think that they have to live in it, but you really don't. If you're living in a family house, as Tony Ann says, which my children live in a family house, so she can't say that. That's why she go answer, because she's privileged.
You are privileged when your parents own a house that you can live in.
Some
people grow up just realize that their parents are actually paying rent, and they're the ones who actually need to go and buy that first property.
Right. So you can stay in a family home. You can stay in a rent house where you are. So let's say the rent is 20,000. The mortgage is 50, and you can't find a tenant for 50. Why would you go move in the 50 house? People make that mistake there all the time. I had to move when in the 90s because of where I was, right? But if you're comfortable in the family home or even in a rental house, you can rent out your house, let somebody else pay that 50,000 while you maintain your ratio. Somebody give me the fourth cure yet?
Mm-mm.
May I ask the fourth cure because I'm trying to remember that not coming to me. Why is it not coming to me? The seventh cure come to me, but I don't want to talk about the seventh cure yet. The sixth cure come to me. Don't want to talk about that. I need a fourth cure.
One of them is about making an investment in your future, right?
Right. But let me see what the fourth cure is. Just type seventh cure richest man in Babylon. Where are my club people? How come they couldn't give me the answer? Fourth cure. All right. So you asked me specifically about the real estate. So that's how you do it. You have to do some steps before the rain comes down. You have to sow some seeds of discipline. Save the 10%, 20%, 30%. You have to make an investment. I think I remember it now. You control your expenditure.
No, it's literally own thy home.
Right.
Like you spoke about that.
No, hold on. So the first one is start your personal fattening. Meaning you must save 10% of your income. We did that. Second one is control your expenses, income and expenditure. Remember me telling you, if you use credit card, you broke in on the money. You need to pay off the card, cut it up, fling it away, and realign back your finances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third one is make your goal multiply. Invest your savings so they can earn more money for you. So when I read this book, which was 1988, what did I do? I started buy and sell. I start a piece of buy and sell there. I sell biscuit out of my drawer, sweetie out of my drawer. And you would be surprised how much profit they on sweetie. Guys, I want to check out how much for a bag of sweetie. I was in the pharmacy and I said, give me some, I look on the thing and I say, I look how much you them right. It one sweetie all $20. I swear. And then probably going to spend $100 for the bag of 1,000 sweetie. The amount of profit, may I tell you, the amount of, you tip me being dramatic, go and walk and sell sweetie and say. Why did the people them sit on the roadside and sell sweetie? You know what profit they're finding? So I started selling those things out of my drawer. So anything I could have sell, I sell. Then I graduated selling fabric, graduated selling stockings, all kind of things me I sell up and down New Kingston. Lunchtime, them not see me in a lunchroom because I'm busy. I walk up and down and peddle things, right? Make a profitable investment. So the 10% that you save. So let's just say you pay 100,000 per month. You're gonna put 10,000 aside. The first 10,000, I challenge you to go find something for sale. If you're in Jamaica, go down a town, go look for some $2 jewelry, $200 jewelry. Come back and sell. Stockings, underwear. All of those things did well for me back in the day. Right, Declan? Or leave it?
Let's leave it.
All of those things did well for me back in the day. I did what we call buying and selling. It's one of the ways to earn money, right? It's called profit income. You buy something for $10, you sell it back for $50. That's profit income. I made the most money actually peddling fabric, selling fabric. I actually built up a hell of a business selling fabric. And my father and aunt actually sold fabric, 90s, underwear and so on at Spanish Town Road. I used to be there with them. So we're selling the market at Have Market to sell things, to peddle things. That was my profitable investment, buying and selling of sweetie and biscuit and bubble gum and all kind of things you name it, me did have it. Then I branched out into being a loan person. So you could have come to me, borrow $10,000 and pay back $1,000 upon it. So you give back 11,000. And I did that. The best time for me was in summer, in August, when persons were actually back to school. Them always never save the money, so the back to school hit them and them need money to borrow, right? So that was how I did that. The third one, that's the third one. What's the fourth one?
So the third one was make thy gold multiply, and the fourth one, read and play saying, is guard thy treasure from loss.
Right. The fourth one is guard a treasure from loss, which is a whole thing. So them talking about security. They're also talking about don't lend your friend your savings. Guard your treasure from loss. A lot of you don't have any money today because you don't lend Tom some money, him don't pay back. You lend Harry. Oh, you know, somebody don't pay my daughter's school fee. I'm gonna even borrow some money. Oh, you know, so. Oh, and you lend out the money, you get it back piece, so you do that at all.
Or you just give it away.
So, those are some of the things you need to learn. What's the other one?
That's all they've given so far.
No, you never bring it up. So that's the fourth. We got through this in the richest man in Babylon. We go through it in depth so you understand. But we do about 4 or 5 books in the club, and you do get a difference in your life and understand certain things that you must do. So guard your treasure from loss. So don't go into business with people who. So let's say somebody come to you and them want to go in a chicken business. What is the first thing you must make sure you ask the people? Tell me, somebody may come back to it. Remember, guard your treasure from loss. Invest wisely, protect your principal, don't risk your savings and schemes you don't trust. So the man come and say want a chicken farm. How much it cost? 200,000, I tell you all of that. But what you must ask the man? What you interested in? What you must ask him? What they know about the chicken? No. We don't care about what they know about chicken. We don't want to know what them know about chicken.
This person says invest in what you know.
Invest in what you know.
Or with the right person.
Yes. But you must make sure that the principal is secured. So in other words, the principal is not secured. If you give the man 200,000 and the man go buy chicken wire, where's the value to buy? Things to feed the chicken, lumber, zinc.
The actual chicken.
So you spend 200,000 on all of that. Oh, yeah, get back the 200,000 if anything happen. When the 200,000 gone to the hardware, the feed mill, the chicken people, how does that secure your principal? It doesn't. So the first thing you need to know is how principal. The bank asks you that, which is why the bank takes a collateral. The bank ensures that them lodge on title, right? So us at Riverside and Ecostate, the property that we own collectively together as shareholders, that is what secures the investment, the real estate. They will take the money, go buy stocks and shares, and it drop out of the sky and treasury bill and bonds and all kind of irreferent things. No, the real estate, that's the only real thing. So don't ask them what them know about the chicken. You don't want to know that. You want to know how your money secure. That's the way you want to know. Right? How is it secured? There are stories in the Richard Man and Bible that we'll go through that the man talks about it, right? What's the other one? Fifth cure.
Own thy own home.
Own thy own home. See that the book tell you, and that book that tell me for buy real estate. I was born 1966 and I read the book in 1989. And in 1988, I have the book with the stamp still at the back where I bought it at the bookstore in New Kingston. And by 1989, I was depositing on a house. And by January 1, 1990, I was moving into that house. This little book, that little book, and I wish everybody when you reach 18 would read the book before you do anything else.
It really should be one of those books on the literature books for CXC.
Yes, instead of Shakespeare.
Well, but it needs to be one of those books.
It needs to be one of those.
Because I think at that age, you need some real lessons, not that here stuff that you're learning in literature.
Yeah. Own thy own home.
It could be either in the personal development class
Yeah.
But the book is
The
what
book
you're
is
doing.
what you're doing. Own thy own home. Make payments on your own home to build equity rather than paying rent to a landlord. The book tell you that. The book says also, so that is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the fifth cue. Remember, I tell you 7 things they tell you to do. The sixth one, you must ensure a future income. So plan and save for your retirement and future financial security, especially for old age. And guess what I say you must do? I tell you, I'm gonna do everything I say in people. I'm gonna do it like a rotation, rinse and repeat, over and over, do the same thing. It says you're to buy house and land for future income. It says it. So when you reach 60, 65, you sell back one of the land, or you sell back one of the house, or you keep collecting the rent for future income. It says it. It doesn't say you must go do no pension plan, and you must go buy no stocks and bonds. It doesn't say nothing that fancy.
Remember a client who just bought all those lots in Willardine?
Yeah.
And they just was just selling
Just
them.
yeah. They just wanted to just all them wanted to
That
do.
was better than any pension.
Any pension. Just buy house and land. So all on that about Riverland and Palmetto. One of them land them a pension plan. So you have to understand. This book's 19. Somebody tell me when the book come out. 19 all long. Right? It says you are to ensure future income, plan and save for your retirement and future financial security, especially for old age. But in the book itself, it tells you to buy house and land for future income. It tells you. The last thing, which a lot of you miss out. So after you get your skill and your trade and your profession, and you start your job, your work, your business, whatever it is you're doing, you even buy one house or even a 2 house. What you do? You think you're rich? No. The seventh cure, he says, increase thy ability to earn. So continuously improve your skills, learn new things, and seek opportunities to increase your income. I finished level 3 maybe 2 years now, Everton, I think, at my age. And I'm still learning. I'm going to tell you something on the TikTok studio. And I'm learning. I'm still learning stuff. Today I was on Canva, and I learned some stuff today too on Canva. And I'm learning those things. Right? Who is that?
What?
Who you showing me a while ago?
They're asking if this is the book.
Richest Man in Babylon. Yes, Richest. Rechet by George Clayton. The book is kind of an old type of language, but it's told in stories. Sometimes it's best if you read it in a group because you really get to dissect and understand.
Published in 1926, first published.
Published in 1926. And this book will be relevant when Xander turned granddaddy, it will be relevant. The same thing, rinse and repeat. So you ask me, what would I suggest to somebody at age 29? Follow the 7 steps in the book. It speaks about continuous learning, which is why we go to seminars, right? We buy more books and we read. So I'm reading a book right here. So right beside me here now. And this one is What Got You Here Won't Get You There. I might add it to my book club reading. It's by Marshall Goldsmith. How successful people become even more successful. Do I even need to get more successful, Tony? So that's what I'm reading. Because I'm gonna tell you something now. The more you learn is the more you earn. The more things you know is the more you're gonna earn, guys. That's the truth, right? That's why the doctor goes on to be a gynecologist, an obstetrician, and all these things, and the lawyers move on to try to be QCs and judges and whatever else. People step up the line, nurses, everybody, all the professions are trying to step up the line. So the more you learn is the more you earn. But guess what I've also discovered in my old age here? The more I earn is the more I have to learn. So the more I earn, the more money me make, and the more me still have to learn. Because if you don't learn more, the more you earn, the more you have to learn. You run the risk of losing it all because you never know something. Got it? Right?
Someone wants to know where and when is your book club?
I don't set the date yet. I need to set it every week.
It's usually online via Google Meet.
Google Meet, though. Yes, it's online, so everybody can join. Google Meet, and you have to buy some books and follows and do the steps. Now, richest man in Babylon started me. If you do that over and over, you can't miss. But the truth is, some persons not going to start sowing the seed. Out of every 10 that I teach, is only one will do it. Out of every 100 is only 10 persons will do it. That's just the ratio, right? Because some persons are going to think it too hard, or it can't work in this country, and the whole list goes on and on. Some persons taught themselves out of it before them even start. So, you say you're 29, I would tell you to go buy the book. I would tell you to get the savings under control. If you can't get up to the 50%, even better. I would say you need to get the expenditure under control. I would
step
say
1 and 2.
No, I forget the 4th step in 1 year. You have to get the 10% to 50. Expenditure, income and expenditure, get that under control. You cannot spend more than what you earn. 3, you have to find a profitable investment. You have to go find a side hustle, buy something, buy and sell. Me, I tell you that's the easiest way to make money. You can go online, you can do it offline, like how me used to walk up and down and peddle it. If you don't know about computer, do it that way. If you know about computer, go and go watch TikTok till you're weak and
some of these young people are high income earners with very low actual expenses.
Yes.
Like some of the expenses are just them partying, restaurants, friends and stuff. So they literally could skip step 3 and still get to that house.
Yes, you could skip step 3.
Yeah.
Because some incomes I see some young people are earn 300, 400, $500,000 a month, and I struggle for buy a house. What you spending the money on? Really? What you spending the money on? I don't know. But stop
Dream weekend.
Yeah, stop it. So she needs to get to the step of own your own home, which is the 4th step, is it?
Yeah.
Own your own home.
No, I think it's the 5th one.
It's the 5th one. So what's the 4th one? Make it go. Oh, guard the treasure from loss. That's important.
Yeah.
So if you save up the money and do your buy and sell, you know what make money too? The round robin thing. Yeah, make money. If you pack up that money and you don't guard it from loss and people are borrow from you and you are give them and all of that, then you ain't going nowhere. So if you get to the 5th step, which is to buy the house, that's how you get to the 5th step. And you have to do, I say, challenge yourself to get it done in 1 year. So when you come back on this to me in October next year, you should have done it.
Hope says, yes, this book I give to each intern that comes into my office.
Do they read it, Hope?
Yeah, man, them read it.
Do they do the steps? Reading it. I read the book first, so I never do nothing, and then to go back to it the second time.
But I feel like the book, some people get it on the first try.
Yeah.
But because the language is a little older, it might take you a second try to really understand it.
I never get it. And I was coming from reading all about Mills and Boons and Harley Quinn. Where that's a romance novel. So this one is a little heavy for me, I remember. It and the one named Think and Grow Rich. I had to read that book about 3 times before I finally get it.
Think and Grow Rich is heavy.
It's heavy. And can I tell you, the same Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Every book where we read have rich behind it, guys. Remember? So those books. I tell you, the Think and Grow Rich one, I must read a book about 5 times before me.
It's a higher level of thinking.
Yes, it is.
It's not for just who wants to buy their first house, save for retirement. It's for those people who want to truly make a difference in the world.
Yes.
So it does require a little
bit more. And the book, my book club people, guys, every time I run the book club, I learn more. I'm not tell a lie. So that book club is part of my learning more journey too as well. Because every time I do the book club, I learn more, I understand. It's a book club teach me in depth about mastermind group. Because every time I do the book club, that's where persons tend to get stuck, and we have to keep digging into it and going through it properly and all of that. So mastermind group, this other part about I think it's cause is it cause sexual transmutation. One of my book club people can remind me, but that's the section that deals with the people who you connect with. There is something about the people who you connect with that takes it to the next level. Like my EcoStead family and my Riverstead family, there is something about can I explain it? One of you who are in Riverstead and EcoStead, write me a paragraph or something that explains the benefits, and I can read it next week. Explains the benefit of being part of a mastermind group. You see, the truth is, every single one of us only have a piece of the puzzle. We don't have the whole puzzle.
What I liked about the Riverstead group is like when you guys first came up with the dream of getting the property and everything, and part way you're like, maybe this is not gonna happen, and the group just says it's gonna happen, Mr. Davis. We just need to dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
And I felt like we were all parallel, but heading on the same journey with the same mindset, and everybody was willing to dig a little deeper to get there. And I think if you were doing it by yourself, you wouldn't have gotten there. It was nice having those people with those type of thinking and vision to walk with you
and who want to get there. So that if you depend your ass, your ass a falter, you are go flag out, you're tired, you're just not gonna make it. Trust me. Just having the group with you, and I learned that in the army too. Just having the group synergy push you through to the finish line.
And nobody was dragging, like you didn't have to drag anybody. Everybody was willing to commit and do the work.
You don't have to drag anybody. But my EcoStead and my Riverstead group, they're like that, which is why we come through so far. We break the boundaries of what other persons can do on their own. Because even our EcoStead property in Portland, a lady tried to buy it first and the bank turned her down. So while we were there trying to spin around like a gig to get our money, this lady first was put in an offer. And within 3 months, she couldn't get the loan. The bank said, no, you can't do no subdivision, and turn her down. And yes, now at that point, we were ready. And we just take off like a magic kite. We just push and push and push through. So the people that you surround yourself with is also important. So a simple thing like buying a house, if you have people around you, oh my God, them Lele and them Tete and them just forget it. You need to walk away. You need to find a group of people who want to go in the same direction that you want to go in, right? Who understand what it is that you are trying to achieve. And remember, in this world, you're not alone. You're never alone. The universe opens up and help you. But as I say, if you sit down in your bed every day and you watch TV and you're lay tete and you get up, walk for nothing. My grandaunt always said, that was the phrase, Claudia, I better you walk for nothing than sit down in yourself for something. So she said, no, Granda and darling. And I eat in my book too, I better you walk for nothing than sit down in there for something. She lived in England and she came back as a retiree. So she had years on me. Years of experience. She was the one who taught me how to collect rent. Because I used to have to go around with her, and I was the one who wrote the receipts, collect the money, go to supermarket with this, and she teach me about partitioning money, what you're gonna do with it. She was a heavy builder. She used to love build. She teach me all of that in her old age. Right? So And as I talk about teaching, one of the easiest and best ways for you to even learn something is to teach it. So when you get this Richest Man in Babylon book, you're going to gather some friends, your husband, your wife, your children, family members, other people around you, and say, hey, let's go through this book. Sometimes you think you understand something, but when somebody over there suppose a little foo-foo question, I say, what's that about? That did in the book. Everybody have a backup now. I'm going to look on the book, read it again. Or sometimes what happens, and this happens a lot in my book club. So I interpret it one way. Then Cheryl interpret a different way. Then Shauna said, no, Miss D, I don't really saw. Then Sharika come and said, no, I'm thinking that way. And guess what? All 5 ways make sense.
Read and Play says, oh Lord, I knew I wanted to invest in real estate, but I was so alone, had no idea if I was on the correct path. The group has helped with my mindset, direction, understanding.
Yes. Yes. Are you in our book club? No.
It's Sharika, mommy.
Oh, Sharika. Sharika, what kind of angle that you have about read and play?
Yeah, man, that's her teaching.
Her teaching.
For
Okay.
little children.
Right. So you have to understand. Nick, cool, we're wrapping up. Oh, it's 5:30, Tony. 5:30. Oh, coming over stop me long time.
Because it's interesting.
You're not a good producer, man. Good afternoon, ladies. So Naku, you're late, but Naku, go back. Because somebody posed a question in the last half about what should she do. She's 29, right? No, it don't matter the age and stage, really. But there's a caveat to that. As I say, sometimes it is too late for a shower of rain, which is why you cannot sow the seeds when the rain are going to come. And let me tell you something else about the universe. The universe is like this. Some days you get up and you walk off your boot heel and nothing not go off you. And I can tell you, just the day when you not go there, you miss the person with a shoulder to shoulder. Just to tell you one little thing that's gonna turn the tide for you. Mm-hmm. Just the day when you decide, said, nah, but about this, may I sit down in here so today? Mm-hmm. You just miss the person who is going to tell you one little thing. Every time I go to a conference or I put myself in a class, like when I met all Everton, and Everton and I managed to do a project together. If I never go meet Everton at that class, Everton and I couldn't do the project together, right? Every time I just get up and say, let me just go, dear son. Like I was hanging with Shauna. Shauna came at Richmond, Tony, and the person who she rented the car from, I knew him. Keith, I was one who put her to him. I said, I ask Keith, come and need somebody to do something for me. I ask him. And then put me to a guy. So good. Perfect. If me never get up, and we weren't doing anything, we were just hanging, driving up and down and eat food and nothing specific. You understand?
We were looking at real estate.
Were we? Did we look at any real estate that day? I don't remember what we looked at.
We did.
What we looked at. But we weren't buying anything.
No, we were looking at real estate.
We were looking at real estate.
We were invested in our real estate education.
Tony said, yes, I remember we went to Ochi, all boat. Yes, I remember now. Yeah, but we weren't buying anything. As Tony says, we're investing in our knowledge. Knowledge. Remember, I tell you, the more you learn, the more you know, is the more money you're going to make, right? But the more money you make, you also need to learn more and know more. All right, so guys, I hope I answered your question. Hope you're still here. Somebody said I just followed me. Thank you so much for following. Guys, remember to keep tapping on the screen. We're at 6,000 hearts. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Remember to comment. Like, share. What else? I'm so new to TikTok. And follow. Remember to follow. Those of you who are here, remember to follow, right?
All right, you can wrap up now.
You have any more questions? On the YouTube side, I have none on this side.
Monica says, "Have a great weekend ahead, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving
weekend.
Oh, fellow Canadian. It's Thanksgiving for Canadians.
Oh, cool. Good. So today's a holiday or Monday? When is the holiday? She said Thanksgiving weekend.
Maybe it's the week ahead.
It's a week. Okay, coming up. All right. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Naku, Sharika. Who else I remember? I remember Norma, Farah. Who else was here today? Cheryl.
Claudia was here too.
Claudia was here too. Okay. Whole heap of people was here. Great.
Lexi.
All right, guys. So I'll see you next week. Bye. Have a good weekend. We're going to have a rainy weekend. So hopefully I can get to stay home with Tony.
But you're staying home anyway. You don't have no car.
Yeah, I'm hanging at home. But I still getting my links and my likes, Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good week.
Yeah. Bye.
You're going to end on TikTok.